Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Time for episode 74 of Who Should You Choose, the video series where I go through all the prior videos, questions, and comments and help you with your HUT lineup decisions. Let's get into the questions. Again, don't forget, guys, use my code NOSLEEVES at checkout for G Fuel and Kings Coast. Save yourself some money and help a brother out. Also, guys, kind of exciting news. I am about to have my own merch, so I got lucky enough to get partner with a really awesome merch company, and they sent over their first designs, and I've got to go back and kind of edit them. So shortly, if you guys are looking for merch for my channel, I've got some pretty cool stuff coming, and I wanted to make sure that it was high quality before I did merch. So this is finally the time for that to happen. I'm gonna have mugs, toques, all that kind of stuff. But let's get into today's questions, guys. We'll kick things off with Riley Spencer, free-to-play player with 100K, 10 gold collectibles, want 3 icons. Took your advice and got Spark activated. Now I have 10 out of 10 DB in Spark. Howitzer, Speedster, Workhorse. I know Zibanejad isn't a great center, but he helps me keep Workhorse, and I love it on my second pair so quick. D pair so quick. Zibanejad on the second D. Looking to replace forwards at the bottom. Pair D. Any help is appreciated, my man. All right, so Lemieux, Tarasenko, Lafleur, Lemieux, Tarasenko. Wow, I'm tired, I guess. Werenski, Foot, Schultz, Dunn, Potvin, Howe. So, yeah, okay, so you got about 100K. This is the perfect area to look for those prime times. So I mentioned this a couple times, man. Prime times and team of the week, guys, are I don't want to say gold mine, but if you can't afford a master set item, I always look there first. So the big ones that I would think off the top of my head on defense, you can go and look for the OEL, the 90 over OEL. That's a really good card when you get synergies activated. Even the new Doughty, I think he's an 88, isn't bad either, even though it's Drew Doughty. But those are the ones I'm looking for specifically. With 100K and 10 gold collectibles, you could really do you're in a spot where you could do a item from the last event, from the flashback event. So you could do Weber. It's not that he's a bad card. It's just that with 10 gold collectibles, I'd probably save because your forward group isn't elite yet. Actually, that being said, you don't have Arides. It's tough because there's no left-handed winger in this set. That's the issue. There's left-handed winger is still kind of no, you need a left-handed winger more than anything, guys. 100K. Honestly, the dynamic duo, Austin Matthews is probably the play. It still is, guys, because his build and speed and shot are so good, and he's starting to fall quite a bit in price. I'm looking for that card first for you, honestly, Riley. Moving on. Hey, from Philly Freeze. Hey, man, I took your advice and got sold Team of the Week Draisaitl and 492 McDavid. So here's the new team. That's a solid trade-in, by the way. 200K, 20 icons. Wow. Haven't spent a dime, my dude. Stamkos, Couturier, McDavid, Lafleur, Oates, Sakic, Mario, Crosby, Gretzky. Okay, this is a solid team, man. Just made Sakic, planning on upgrading Beliveau next, and selling Crosby because he's not fast enough and I won't need Spark. Yep, it's a solid play. Should I put Mario at center after the upgrade to get a righty 893 Panarin or get a 93 Fisher? Dude, that Fisher, guys, I'm going to mention this a lot today probably. That Fisher is an unbelievable value. I think people are just so over this event because the 94 one was so good. Like I mentioned, guys, when there is an event where there's 5 or 6 elite master set items, that's not common. They don't this year and the last few years in HUT, they aren't just the next event, we have to be way better than the last event. It's they're keeping the overall as close so that they don't get out of control. So when the stars align and you get master set items that have unbelievable synergy combos like Stamkos and Kachuk, not to mention just elite in terms of stats and builds, you gotta jump all over that. So the 93 Fisher is a really good card, and he's going for 350,000 coins. That's unbelievable value, guys. So 93 face-offs, that's a card that I would probably look for. I would pull the trigger on that. What's going on? A couple of guys with the notifications gang. Ian Hardy says, Castle Wayne here, my dude. Thanks for all the amazing content, especially gameplay reviews. Thank you, my man. Guys, watch out today for another gameplay review. Took your advice and upgraded Couturier to 92. Can't find Myers to get 93. That's a problem, and I've been complaining about it in the Game Changer chat. I think that there needs to be a fix for that. And Bowser to 90. I pulled Mike Fisher untradeable yesterday, and I don't know if I could use him other than replacing Zibanejad on wing. Thoughts on Fisher as a winger and anywhere else you improve my team? 240K. Thanks for the help, as always. Okay, oh, dude, he is so much better than Koivu, Tavares, and Kopitar, man. Yeah, he's going right in behind this. You can... I'm getting rid of Kopitar because he I'm getting rid of Koivu because he sells for more unless you lose Spark. But go and get Fisher, bro. That is a phenomenal card. Look at your defense, though. 94 Hamilton, 94 OEL, Hansen, Team of the Year Hedman, cover Subban Werenski. So that's pretty much locked down. Yeah, I'm 100% putting Fisher in here. I really like your team, man. This is solid. Very, very well done. But yeah, don't overthink it. 240K as well. That Filppula is a pretty big standout. So is Tavares. You kind of want to do something to get rid of Tavares. But yeah, make sure you put Fisher in the lineup, dude. Pig, my mod from Twitch. What's up, my man? All right, first of all, thanks for everything you do for the community. My man, thank you. Your content is by far the most enjoyable and helpful to watch. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. So I just finally got Heart and Soul in the lineup. Big Heart and Soul guy with Hughes, Lemieux, Endurance, and Max Faceoffs all on my centers. That Hughes actually, I mean, his size is so bad for center. But if you have Thief and Heart and Soul on him, like, he's a pretty good centerman. My synergies are Distributor, Spark, Swarm, Heart and Soul with Light the Lamp, Howitzer, and... Wow, dude, what a good team. This... This dude's ripped his mom's credit card into bits. All right, I have 1 mil. What should I do next? I respect it. Pasta, Couturier, McDavid, Hughes, Fisher, Lemieux. All right, so Stützle is not built like a winger, man. I'm doing anything I could to get rid of him. A good option would be, I was about to say get Nieuwendyk. You could go get Roenick and move Gretzky over to the wing. I think that would be a lot more beneficial for you. Idiot Rasmussen. Dude's a giant, so he has his value. Niedermeyer, Rob Blake, Drysdale, Hedman, Werenski, Calfoot. So you could upgrade from Calfoot, I think. Oh no, Bowen Byram and Joseph are both left-handers, I think. You could upgrade from Calfoot to Bowen Byram or Pierre Joseph and go and trade Werenski in for Ristolainen and then just switch it. Then you're in a much better spot. That's probably what I would do. But the only thing I would say is get rid of Stützle. If you need Spark, which I'm assuming you do because you have so many synergies, grab Roenick and then move Gretzky over to the wing. Ultra Flash, hey, thanks for always keeping up the grind. No problem, my man. 275K, 0 gold, 6 icons. Have been saving gold players to make icon collectibles to upgrade Lemieux, Belvo, and Solani. When upgraded, all would active Thief, Spark, and keep all of their synergies. Do you think I should upgrade Lemieux first to free up synergies on my team and get rid of Holik and Ehlers and put Belvo in? Probably will upgrade Gretzky last because the synergies are bunk. Correct. Lastly, what do you think I should do with 275K once the upgrades? I don't see any glaring holes in my team. All right, let's take a look. Lafleur, Couturier, Gretzky, Lemieux, Sundin, Matthews. All right, so you do have some glaring holes on the left side just because it's not that they're bad. It's just that it's time to move on. Oh, man. Honestly, if you still would be... If you took tradable rewards this week, sold everything, and got rid of Duo Matthews, you might be able to get Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes is a glitch, man. Like... So, I've been talking about this for a little while. This week, I will do my first player review with Jack Hughes. There is a couple goals, specifically with Jack Hughes, that I score almost every game. And I'm talking like Division 1 and Hut Champs and whatnot. That he is an unbelievable card, and he would definitely be the first target if you could. Again, you're... Getting Lemieux first is probably the... Actually, you know what, man? Yeah, it would free up synergies for you. You got to do it. Yeah, that's where I would start. I would do Lemieux first, and then I would look to try and save up for Jack Hughes. What's up, man? Hey, how would you guys go for Barrage? I upgraded Solani, Lafleur, I will. Willing to get rid of John Carlson for Myers Master Set and replace Coffee for 90 Salming. 90 Salming is pretty much a must if you're trying to get Barrage activated. Yeah, you got to get rid of John Carlson for anyone with Barrage because it's all dictated on that. What would that give you? That's 7 out of 10. What's your goalie situation? Honestly, man, you kind of need Vasilevsky. Because outside of that, I don't see how you're going to... It's just going to be awfully tough. Same with Scott Niedermayer. Yeah, like you're going to have to get a really big goaltender to try and get that activated. But for sure, Carlson. Like, if you got rid of Scott Niedermayer, which you could do, you need Speedster activated, though. You could get Boris Salming. That would help out quite a bit, too. But that's the only way it's going to happen. Hey, Slaves, this is the squad currently. I have no idea what to do next. I have 16 icons, 8 more collectibles that are in choice packs. I also have 660k and an untradeable 90 OV that I'm planning on replacing Pasta with once Coffee gets his upgrade. Thanks for the help. Okay, let's take a quick look. So you don't have Spark. Spark is where you want to go next, my dude. You could choose to get rid of Filppula and get Paul Coffee. Mikko Koivu, but that's really not going to help. Honestly, you're looking to try and get your second team-based synergy. So guys like, they're all untradeable. I mean, this is the hard part. You're going to start, your backup goalie needs to have Distributor and Spark or some sort of combo like that because you're missing out there. So I'd focus on that. After that, though, my man, like you're going to need so many untradeables. Your whole team is. So you're going to lose somebody somewhere. Carlson is probably who I'm moving on from. He gives you Howitzer, but nothing else. So that's where I'm looking. You look for someone with Spark there. Outside of that, Dominic Kubalik, the 87 that you've got here, I would look for someone else with Spark as well. Like, that's where you've got to go. You've got a lot of options as well, like a ton of coins. Again, Jack Hughes is an unbelievable card for you because you're left, Anders Lee is your first line left-handed winger. I would also put Duchesne above Leanders Lee, but that's where I would look first. Like someone, you want a big-time player with Spark. That's what you're trying to get first. Love the content. Have distributor from Matthew Beck. Loving the content, my man. Thank you, dude. I have Distributor, Spark, Howitzer, Speedster, and Gladiator active. Is Swarm worth activating? I have 4 to 8 right now. I'm saving for either Gartner makes it 5. Is it dumb to spend 300k on a defenseman with 2 to Swarm to fit? When I can get someone like 93 Panarin for the same price. So it depends on your top 6, my man. Your top 6 is your most important part of your entire team. So unless your top 6 is absolutely stacked stupid, I'm not doing that. But if you can get Swarm is a very, in my opinion, important stat. The reason being is because it's synergies you don't see and you won't notice. But the stick checking stat and defensive awareness stat are, in my opinion, the 2 most important defensive stats. So just again, for anyone that doesn't know or hasn't maybe watched my videos in the past this season, stick checking the stat, the higher the stat, the faster when you hit R1, your stick will go to the puck. So when you hit R1 and you're not touching the defensive skill stick, it will automatically track the puck, which is, again, kind of an argument as to why post checking is so overpowered this year. But the higher your stick checking stat, the faster it will go. Also, when it increases the accuracy and the speed of which it happens. Also, when you're using the defensive skill stick and you're holding it out, wiggling it back and forth, or trying to intercept pass, things like that, that increases the speed of that. And defensive awareness, that helps you with puck interceptions. Obviously, the most important thing on defense. So, very, very important synergy. I kind of think now, because it's so easy to activate 3 synergies that cost 10, I think that Swarm's, the fact that it costs 8 is really valuable as well. But that being said, getting Barrage, I would probably want Barrage at this point over it, just so you can absolutely get a huge advantage in Slapshot. And D one-timers are really, really potent right now, as well as some other kind of, cheeky goals that you can score with the Slapshot. But it's a very good one. You wouldn't regret it. Thomas Sunblom, yo, Sleeves, second last, he says. Love the content. I'm kind of stuck with my team building. Where to go from here? Budget about 800k. Especially the goalie choice is very hard. Okay, let's take a look. He's got Hellebuck and Goudreau. All right, you're almost at Barrage. That's tough. You have an unbelievable team here, man. I'm honestly, all your player base synergies are Gladiator, you have one extra, and Shutdown, you have one extra. Okay, so like this 92 Parise, you could go and grab like anyone. He's not helping you out. So look for someone with Barrage and Shutdown or Barrage and Speedster. That way you can replace him. But Barrage, I think the Adam Oates would be perfect. You got rid of his 92 Parise and got Adam Oates. Put Adam Oates at center. Put him on the wing. He's okay. He's not going to be super insane. Actually, he's got to be a right. He's a righty, so you'd have to put Newendijk on the left hand. That's which you don't really want to do, but like that's the kind of stuff that you're gonna have to do to get your force synergy. It's very difficult to get your force synergy, guys. There really isn't another way. Like that you're so close to it too, because that would get you 9. That's what I would focus on, my dude. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of Who Should You Choose. Remember, guys, if you subscribe with notifications on, that's your best chance to get your question answered on the next video as well, guys. Make sure you hop into my Twitch stream. I stream at 10 a.m. Until noon. I play Escape from Tarkov. I will be switching to MLB once MLB comes out. And then at noon, I start my NHL stream, and that goes till about 5, 6 sometimes, depending on the day. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoy the content, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one, guys.